what is evidence-based and what even the Chief of Defense Staff has reported is that in most of the sacked camp of bandits and terrorists, they used to recover drugs. And I heard him about 3 days ago saying when they arrest a bandit or a terrorist, they will allow him to unwind for like 2 or 3 days before talking to him, because they will still be under the influence of drugs. So without doubt, drug and criminality goes hand in hand. Beginning from June last year, every person that we arrested, apart from people that are arrested with drugs, if you are arrested, maybe you are arrested in a joint, we test you before we release you. And we have tested about 455 people. Out of that 455 people, only 50 return negative. So you can do the arithmetic. It's about 20% incidence. And the household survey that was done in 2018, Zamfara was about 12 to 15% incidence. Although that's the data I'm reeling out, maybe it's not large enough, but it gave an indication that there may be a slight increase. If you go to the record of arrest and seizure, in this same period of last year, we arrested about 435 kg. But this year, we have 766 kg. A huge increase from what we had last year. And that is why, like the theme of this year, that we should invest in prevention. It is clear that if we pass factual information to everybody about drugs, people can make informed decisions so that they will not just be deceived into using drugs. And that's why we chose this place, so that we can disseminate information, factual information to people. So I want to employ every parent to be a good example to their children by not using drugs themselves. Because you cannot tell your children to do what to say and not what to do. That is one hand. Number two, our parents should get close to their children. They should monitor them. If they notice any change in their lifestyle, they should question them. And they should know their friends. If they know their friends, they'll be able to predict the kind of life they are living. And let us assume they discover that any of their child is having drug problem. Having a drug problem is not the end of life. They should seek help. They should reach out to Ndlea. We have a way of talking to people. We can counsel them, and even if they need rehabilitation, we can rehabilitate them so that they can become useful members of the society once again.
So really, I appreciate the effort of the commander by his initiative to come to us and enlighten us. Especially if you look at how our drivers always complain. We know our drivers are innocent, but they always victimize, because when they arrest with such kind of drugs, so they are not the real owner of the drugs or something like that. And sometimes they look at the passengers, as they said, the passengers all deny the goods are not their own. So now the driver is victimized. But really we appreciate as how they tell us the way to go that we can follow so that we can minimize all these things. As how they suggest us when the parcel come, we should check it before we take it, and so on and so forth. So really we appreciate this.
As you can see how our members gathered here to celebrate this day. The most important things for us to come here to allow people to know that drugs are most important things that will not be taken anyhow. It's not good for everybody to be taking drugs anyhow without doctor's prescriptions. Abusing of drugs is a challenge to society. You can see the problem we are having in our community now. Most of the terrorists, you can see that these terrorists, they go with the drugs. That's why NAFME stands to work with the Ndlea to fight drug abuse and drugs addiction. Well, what we are doing now, we told our members not to sell illegal drugs. There is no any patent medicine store you can go and find illegal drugs like tramadol, like other things, narcotics. All activities have been avoided. We have already instructed our member not to sell, not to cooperate in any way to this. You understand? To sell controlled drugs is not good to us. It's not good to our society. It's not good to our children, because when we sell it, our children will come somehow sometimes are going to be a terrorist somehow.